Okay, sorry about that. This is gonna be part two. My phone died. But anyway, I wanted to say that the woman at the young lady at the hospital, she was going through all through my purse, talking about basically to make sure that we keep everybody safe. What kind of shit is that? So that means they're spreading rumors up to the hospital, and then they had the nerve to say, the woman had to say, you can't keep all that money here. I said, this is my bill money. And he says, well, you had to count it out. And then she was like, and I'm like, she was digging through my purse. Like she was looking for something, maybe drugs or maybe plant something in my purse. I don't know. She went in my wallet, and this was at Mercy or whatever. And then she said, something like, well, we know that you probably have your money at home. Some bullshit. So I'm like, who told her this bullshit? Like, what's wrong with these people? So that means I'm a target. That means that whoever called up there or whatever discussing that I have all this money and I'm hiding and whatever, and the reporting, whatever. But see, there's a retired judge, Mize, and he's behind it because he would never give me remedy. He was so mad at me when I challenged all my stuff, my court stuff, and he knew, and he hired, he put a word in for Bunmi Awani back in, I think, 2012, I believe it was, 2012, and when she applied for judgeship, and knowing what she's been doing in that courthouse, I'm not the only one, she did a lot of people, falsify documents, change documents after orders, harass people, calling false claims like, oh, she's been harassing me, I fear my life, whatever bullshit she's been saying. She's done it to a lot of people, and there's so much stories. I'm jumping around because I don't, so much I wanted to say. It would still take hours, just hours and hours. But overall, I believe it was him because he was forced to retire. And a lot of people were forced to retire. I think like 12, 13 judges, even our California Supreme Court justice have retired. She's married to a retired Sacramento police, I believe he's a chief or not. They're all behind it. I file my things up to the Supreme Court here in California, and it'll be automatically stamped denied. You can tell they didn't read it. You just can tell. We deny. It's called a writ of review or writ of certiorari. And when I submit that, like regards to, my appeals, whatever, because they were all from Sacramento Superior Court at that time. And there were high documents, shit like that, and they'll just deny my shit. Because they're probably wondering, like, okay, well, how does black bitch know all this stuff? It's about reading. Reading is fundamental. See, where I lived, people had no comprehension. That's the thing. People can read, but no comprehension. They're too afraid to step up, speak up. That's why they changed the school system. The schools are not designed to teach you anything. Back when I was growing up, when I went to school, I was in the GATE class, Gifted and Talented Education. And my class at that time, for those who, the same school that I went to, who know me, whatever, they taught us things. We had puzzles and decipher this and Morse code that, and it was a totally different era. And we're taught different things, even in high school, if those who paid attention. So these low lives, they're too afraid to challenge anything. I mean, they even calling me, oh, can you go in my court case for me? Blah, blah, blah. I try to explain to them, you have to do it ahead of time. But I did it anyway. Everything was denied. I mean, I already knew it was going to be denied. But it's like, how should you know this? How should you know that? I still enjoy reading. I mean, I still do, but being distracted. But overall, they want, I don't know. But I do know the Terra Messenger, she's trying to put a hit on me too. And, and it's so obvious. She's like, you got one last time. It's your last time. Because my brother goes to court about a couple of days before that. She's like, just got one last time. This, that, and the other. She'd be giving coded messages. And I got all the videos. I don't care what she say. She can go on my phone again, try to delete, whatever. I already made copies. And I learned from it before. Because I was like, I let it sit for a day or two. I go on my phone, should be deleted. I said, oh, okay. It'd be her, because she's be in Sacramento too. And she's be in Sacramento, moved to LA, back down to Georgia, then to Florida. I was down to Florida. Was it Fort Lauderdale? Where was I at? Tallahassee. And all of a sudden, some chick was following me. I was like, oh, okay. And then I seen something on her car. I said, oh, okay. You know, I already know it was cracking. But anyway, long story short, all this stuff like, oh, they're going to jail, they're doing this, they're not going nowhere because they're all involved, all corrupt. They're not going nowhere. It's going to get you all hyped up, thinking that something's going to happen. And if they do, it's going to be, you know, it'll be a miracle. They're doing it to get your money. But overall, like I said, I was in the hospital and they were like going through my purse. And it's a nurse, a young girl. And I said, okay. And then so I started, you know, well, I had my child with me too. I had to hit to get to school. But I was like, damn, okay. But I was in the PACU. I was like, okay, well, I'm in PACU, which could be there was no other beds available. But, you know, nobody would tell me, well, one nurse that she was very nice. I forgot her name, but she was my nurse for the evening to the morning. She was very nice. I forgot her name. But she was very nice and accommodating. And I know she was kind of tired because she was like exhausted. But anyways, I just wanted to say that I'm like lost my train of thought. But overall, I mean, people were something else. I don't know what's their problem. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell. I just don't know. You know, I mean, they've been tampering with my damn shit. That's why I just can't believe it. I mean, I believe it, but I thought, okay, it's going to be different this time. You know, bite my tongue, basically. Next thing I know, they're bothering me. Like, just bothering me. For what reason? And I know Warren's behind it. The Sac Sheriff, Sac PD. I remember Warren had said a long time ago, he was like, not Warren, but Patty Camacho, which she has a relative who worked for the Sacramento Sheriff Department as a detective. And for namesake, you know, allegedly. And she was like, oh, don't worry, we got somebody in the courts, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, like letting whoever would know that whatever I file is going to be denied. And so even recently, as of January last year, I have filed a lawsuit. But anyway, one of the lobbyists who from Southern California, he used to be a sheriff officer or whatever. He was forced into retirement. And he's a lobbyist for the police association. And the next thing I know, I'm going online. It said that I was arrested for not providing my driver's license. I said that's not how it works in California. And I knew that, but he tried to put me in a bad light. And he got so upset and got scared. He was like, he lived up in Rockland, like Lincoln area, whatever. And I said, why would you put false information? Show me the proof. He wouldn't show me the proof. So I filed a lawsuit, and he was like, well, you could just put it on your, you know, to say that, to delete the information. I said, well, why would I want to do that? And you put in false information, you know, and then I filed it in the court sent it right back to me. Playing games, you know what I'm saying? But I already know how I'm going to get him. Because, you know, as a matter of fact, like I said, they're trying to poison me. And, you know, attempted murder. You know, I don't care what nobody say. And when I was at the temporary place I was at before the shelter, I swear to you, this was like I say end of March, kind of, sort of. I had a bottle of water, which was open already, but I had it in my locker. Now, remind you, I had a combination lock. So I came out of the shower, and I opened my lock. My lock felt weird because people can break in combination locks too. There's a way you do it. And I'm like, okay, this feels weird. They've been in my locker. So I took my bottle of water out. I didn't drink at the time. And then this one lady that was in my, you know, whatever, that used to be in the same quad, if they call it, or room, whatever. And she was like, hi, Fatima, is your stomach hurting? I'm like, no. I didn't say anything to her, right? But I know there was cameras in there. She had cameras in her, and these bears and shit like that. Whatever, long story. So then I'm like, okay, so I left. And where was I at? Oh, I had to rent a car. And I left and took my child to the doctor. It was on a Tuesday. I kid you not. I took him to the doctor, and then I took a sip of my water. It was like hot. I took a sip of my water, and it burned my mouth like it was acid or some shit in it. This one woman told me, she said they're gonna try to put some words. She said something acid, acidic acid, something that she said. They're gonna try to put some kind of acid in my drinks to be careful. You know, don't leave anything unattended, blah, 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 which I knew, but I had my stuff in the locker. So when I took my bottle of water, I took with me to my son's appointment. And then I opened it, and I had, a dry mouth, cotton mouth. And so I know my mouth was burning. It felt like some kind of chemical. And then I thought maybe that was part of the reason when my stomach too was hurting. And it was kind of expanding, but slowly. But then when I moved over here where I'm at, and they say I know, I ate something in my fridge, and my stomach started expanding hella fast with veins on it, and it came real thick, dark, like I was pregnant, but worse, I couldn't breathe. Called the doctor to give me an inhaler, and they thought, oh, we haven't seen you for this problem. I said, but you knew when I called for the appointment that you say the only thing that's available is a telephone, appointment. And I believe at that time, or now, just thinking back, or reflecting back rather, that they were probably told not to see me personally because they didn't want to be a witness to what was going on in my body. Because all of a sudden my face started looking old, like lines, it was weird on my cheek, and it felt weird. Shit on my face, and I have clear skin. So I was like, okay. So, and I don't know what their problem was. My thing was, if you didn't want me to be here, then you should deny my application. But I think that they're trying to tell me anyway, because it takes from January up to March to have me move in here, So what was the delay that they were probably hoping for me to change my mind, which I get it. But, at the time I was so desperate and I was tired, I needed to get a place. But, overall, it's like, it's weird. Because even the neighbor up in the front near me, at one point I moved in here, she was like, yeah, there's only one adult in there. I'm like, what was her problem? Then she would stand by my door, smoke her cigarette, listening. Like, what was her problem? Like, it's so weird. These people are weird. They're like weirdos, And I don't know who's paying her to do that. But I was like, it's weird. And my neighbor across from me, she had a Ring camera. And I said, that's against the law. Because her Ring camera is not supposed to be facing me. It's supposed to be facing the other direction. Because they want to see when I'm coming in, coming out. So they can come and rob me, probably, to my apartment. But I'm going to get one, too. And put right in front of her place, too. But anyways, I just want to say that because, it's real out here. It's real. And that so-called undercover cop, whoever he was, or investigator, whoever he was, detective, he's not a detective, whatever. They're trying to exploit me in the dark web. If they had a camera up there. Because if anybody in the community has access to a camera to somebody's apartment and watch them from day to day, whether take a bath or a shower or whatever, because somebody had said something when I was in the bathroom, because there's what's that word? Like USB, it's I can't remember right now, but anyway, I'm having a short-term memory. But anyways, someone had mentioned on YouTube, they had said something about, yeah, she got black stuff on her skin, which is true. I'm like, damn, okay. So I'm looking around, like, where's this camera at? So then I realized, I said, okay, it could be either infrared technology, or they have this USB type of thing, like you push it's not the button, but it's like a timer, because it was in here. This camera thing was in here at one point in the laundry room. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, now if supposedly I'm in an investigation, and you get the whole world watching me take a shower, shit, or whatever, piss, whatever, then there's no investigation. They're just to exploit me in the dark web. These people are perverts. They're pedophiles, And I'm pretty sure they're probably watching my son, too, in the bathroom when he's taking a shower, Because somebody made a comment, because my feet were swollen hella fast. I told my son to give me some water in these buckets to soak my feet, and he massaged my legs for me. And then somebody made a comment on YouTube and said something like, Yeah, and she's doing things with her son. Like, what the fuck? People are crazy. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: that dude that keep harassing me, and the other dude I saw the other day parked out in front, it's going down. It's going down with them. I'm trying to tell you. And the other lady who was at the shelter, when she heard I was at the welfare office, she ran in there, and I guess somebody told her, see, people know me, I don't know them. This one dude came in with dreads, and he was staring right at me. And he walked out, and then the lady who was at the shelter got put out for smoking dope in there. She ran it real quick, looking for me, assuming. So I had to change up my style, and I turned my head a different direction because I don't want to be identified. And then she walked right out, But people are weirdos, all because of me. No, I think it's because of my brother. Because my brother's incarcerated. They're mad because he was stealing my money, possibly. He did a lot of bad things. The feds were on him at one point. He didn't take heed. He didn't listen. He had everybody under scrutiny. And then he's probably telling, okay, you'll go do this, go do that, blah, 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 blah. Because they're mad. Like, don't you think my mother would have willed or give a gift or whatever to whomever? Because she knew, and we all know what the deal was. I said, I don't want to tell our whole family story. You gotta want to know the surface part of it. There's a reason behind certain things. And I don't want to say a whole lot. Because they're gonna say, oh yeah, she's just jealous. No, I'm not. My brother's in a lot of trouble since a teenager. Even to the point in 2012, I had to drive my mom way down into Oklahoma. And then my sister, who didn't give me my money, my $50,000 that my mom had kept telling, oh, Fatima, when you buy your mobile home, $50,000, da 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 da. I said, okay, yeah, I don't know money, blah blah. But she's trying to tell me that she left some money for me. But the thing that is, my sister and my brother were at Old Navy. Loss prevention called on them. Oh shit. Oh, let me tell that story. Nobody knew about it. I didn't know about it until after my mom passed. No, before my mom passed, I told my mom about it. Him and his wife from the Bay Area. They're schemers and scammers. And they want me to be part of that. They were mistaken. They thought, oh yeah, she got a record, she got this, she got that, but the bad things. No, I'm a whole different person. And that's part of the reason, too, because my brother, he knew the property manager, he knew the investor from the South Side. He's an investor, an attorney, and he worked for the courts. There's a bunch of them. I don't want to say a whole lot of stuff, but there's a bunch of them. And they're coming after me. It's not because of rejection, shit like that. It's because of my inheritance. It's always been that way. I always wonder, because everywhere I moved to, I live at, I was living somewhere in North Sacramento, and then all of a sudden I'm at work. I kept feeling somebody kept coming to my apartment. I always live in an apartment except for 2 houses. Is it 2 houses? Yeah, 2 houses, and a duplex in a house. And I set up a camera, those VHS camcorders, whatever it is. And one of the managers came in my apartment, and she kept saying my apartment was really nice. It was a small place, and I was at work. So I guess at the time, my brother, oh, Fatima, let me come over, blah, blah, blah. He would come, bring his junk, and put it in my storage place in the front. And then next thing I know, I got people coming to my door. The manager would come to my apartment unannounced. A guy sitting in front. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And then I moved from there. I moved to a house. It was really beautiful too. And then he would come over, and you can see the hate. Next thing I know, my axle of my car was loose. And I was going to work one morning, and it snapped right on the freeway, Highway 5. Good thing I had the money. I got to fix it that morning, and I got to picked it up that afternoon after I got work. And then from there,